Okay, so now that we've just discussed this, we're cleaning up the right-hand side. What can I add together on the right-hand side? Yeah. Yes, because 20 and 4 would make plus 24, and then the two roots are negative 4 times square root of b plus 20. Okay, you still have a root, so you have to get rid of a root, and the only way to get, yes, you need to isolate it so you can square it again. These usually require you to square twice. So, which side do you want to move things to?
Just subtract the 24.
Subtract the 24 and subtract the b? Okay, so what happens to the b's? Cancels, and that's what makes this one really nice, is the b's actually cancel out completely. So I have negative 20 equals negative 4 times the square root of b plus 20. Okay, this is the case if that number in front will divide evenly, do so. If it will not divide evenly, leave it where it is, because you don't want to make a fraction. But in this case, yes, it would divide very nicely by negative 4, so let's do that. Now we're down to 5 equals square root of b plus 20. Now we're down to easy. Square it, which is going to give me 25 equals b plus 20. And therefore b equals what? 5.
Sorry.
Okay, are you done?
You have to check it, I think.
You have to check it, because when you square both sides, you're changing positives and negatives to all positives, so sometimes you create an answer that does not work. Where do you check it? In the original problem. And this is a real quick check. So I'm putting 5 in the original problem, saying I have square root of 5 plus 4 minus square root of 5 plus 20. And yeah, that's square root of 9, which is really 3. That's square root of 25, which is really 5. Does 3 minus 5 equal negative 2? And yep, it does. So our answer's good.
That's never going to trick us with those multiple choice, right?
Maybe. I don't even know if you do give you answers and that. If you didn't check, then
So that's like a negative 5 and a 5 in there?
yeah.
That's cheating.
There are ways. Alright. We're chugging along here. That's roots. 19. This was the first week back after Christmas.
Oh, yeah, that was...
F of G and G of F stuff.
I did terrible with that.
It was a quest.
But I understood it. Wow.
That's what a semester is 3 or 4 months long.
Wow. No.
So, what you think? We need to do something off 19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a preference?
Do B. No, wait, do... I don't know. C.
Okay, C is asking for an inverse. B is doing something of something. Do B and C?
Mark, I get drink.
Yes, just don't get lost on the way.
Don't call me that.
When, who asked me to go?
I'm still sitting there. You guys are like anxious.
Fine, Lucas can go, Cody can go after he's back.
Fine, I'm alright with that. Because he's extremely tired. We're lazy.
Alright, so you're doing, there's a difference. On A, I asked you for f of g of 3, and on B, I asked you for g of f of x. So, what's the difference between having x on the end and having the 3 on the end?
I don't know.
And it. The 3 says take the 3. You always remember on these you always work from back to front. So the A is saying take the 3, put it in G, get your answer, put it in F. This one, since I'm doing X, means my answer is just going to be a new equation. So you're just going to take the back function always goes into the front function. So we're going to put F in place into G wherever we see an X. So I'm taking F here, and I'm going to go fill it in where I see that X. So that means I'm going to have, in place of the X, I have 2X plus 3. quantity squared minus 1. Put in the function, one function. Because you're taking the back one and putting it into the front one. And yes, we're going to FOIL.
Let's just pause, take a 5-minute break.
You get to go get your drink, take your break.
5 minutes?
No.
Alright, then go to the bathroom?
It's your loss, I'm going to keep going.
Fine, I'll just watch on the internet.
So, if I FOIL that, what do I get?
4x squared plus 12x minus, plus 9.
There you go. 4x squared plus 12x plus 9, and then I have that minus 1 out there. So in reality, I get 4x squared plus 12x plus 8. You could, okay, now they're not asking you to factor, they just want you to find a new function, so you get to quit, you don't have to solve it, but yes, you could pull a 4 out of it, there's other stuff you could do
So
to it.
there's the number at the, or at the end of like the x, is that one? Like,
At the end, like that, like A,
yeah.
you put 3 into G and get an answer, and then you
And then
take
you
that
put
answer,
G.
take that answer and put it in F. You'll actually get numbers instead of variables.
Got it.
Okay, I am worried about C. We did do C a couple other times because I proved some things to it with, that is the symbol for an inverse, yes. Oops, I need to write F, not G. Okay, function F was 2x plus 3, and I'm asking you to find the inverse of F.
So,
There were 2 steps.
1 over 2x.
Give you a hint. Starts with switch.
What sign?
You switch the x and the y, and then you solve for which one? We always write equations as y equals, so you solve for y. This is actually really simple. The problem is, if I say switch x and y, there's not a y up there.
Is it x?
F of x is the same thing as
I asked why you have red pieces of lemon on your paper.
Isn't that panic thing if, like, we have a
Oh,
bill
that's
somebody
right.
and stick it under the door and...
yes. Okay. So, you really have y equals 2x plus 3. What do you have if you switch it? X equals to y plus 3. You literally just change all the variables, do not move any numbers.
No.
What's the second step?
Solve for it.
Solve for y. So how do I get y by itself?
Subtract 3.
Subtract 3 and divide by 2. And then technically they'll put the inverse symbol back on it to say, hey dude, this is the inverse. It's multiple choice. Alright, now we're up to the juicy. You're going to wow and amaze me with your vast knowledge. This is going to suck. 20.
You think so?
Okay, this is what the first page of the test will be. 20. I will have all 11 graphs you have learned to graph, and all 11 equations, and you have to match them. No shifts, no moving around, just the basic equation and the graph. You have got to be able to math, know what the graph and the equation look like.
The shifting part still get me.
There will be other multiple choice questions about shifting them, but just matching the basic shapes. You cannot put the shapes on your card.
Are you gonna do graph paper?
Did I not give you guys graph paper?
No.
Oh yes, we're pausing for graph paper. We're back, okay. You learned 11 graphs. When you walked into this room in August, you knew one of them. So, basics here. Y equals x. What's the basic shape of y equals x?
Horizontal.
A horizontal line?
Not horizontal, all. Up and down.
Vertical?
A single line. Diagonal. Either one.
Most lines are single. Vertical or diagonal? Guys, you're scaring me. Put 1 in for x, what will you get for y? Put 2 in for x, you'll get 2, 3, 3. It was diagonal.
I knew that.
Thank you. Okay, so we knew diagonal. Then we kicked on that chapter when we're doing lines. We also learned absolute value of x, which is really, really similar, but not quite the same. Absolute value,
Oh, it's the V.
it's the v. 1 through 1, 1, 2, 2. Goes to the same points, it's just that it does the v on both sides, except I just locked up.
So we can't write like absolute value.
You cannot write y equals square absolute, you cannot write the equation in names or words, nothing. I expect you to know these 11 graphs. It's matching. Oh, this is not good. It is not unlocked. Oh, it blinks, maybe. Nope.
Oh dear, now you can do it on the white. Oh dear.
No, we'll unfreeze it if we have to.
Stop
Nothing.
the recording.
I can't stop the recording.
Oh dear.
It keeps beeping, blinking every so often.
Don't freak out. Excessive clicking is always the answer.
Yes, excessive clicking is always the answer. Will you let me do anything? Okay. I hope alive now. Alright. Yes, we're alive now, hot dog. So yes, we're drawing your basic B. Absolute value. Alright. And the third one that was related to linear functions was the funky one that it was in brackets. That's the stair steps. Anybody remember the name? Starts with a G.
Greater.
Greatest. Greatest integer.
Yeah, man.
That was good. So you start at the origin, you go over 1 unit, leave an open circle because you're going to hop up to the next point. Go over 1, leave a circle, hop up, and you get to keep doing this and practice your fine motor skills. Alright, so you got your basic greatest integer. But then life got more exciting because we stepped her up. We learned about the second power, x squared. Okay, if you all don't know what shape an x squared is, you're in big trouble.
What's that square?
It's quadratic. What graph did you get? A parabola. Heavens.
A parabola.
And the points you use, if you put in 0, 1, 2, 3 on x, you're going to square them. So what are you going to get for y?
0.
1 squared is?
1.
2 squared is?
9.
You get 149. And you know since it's a parabola that you get the same points on both sides. So you get 1, 1 left and right. 2, 4 left and right. And 3, 9. Then we learned at the same time that if you want to do square root, the inverse of something squared, what did you do to the x and y coordinates? If it's the inverse. We just did inverses. You switched the x and y's. So you went, oh yeah, I put the 0, 1, 2, 3 over here on the right, and the 0, 1, 4, 9 over here on the left. You just interchange them. Exact same coordinates, just flip them. Anybody remember what shape this turns out to be?
Doesn't it go up and like curve around?
It's a half parabola, yeah, going sideways. So, not again.
It's been a tough day for the board.
It's being a tough day for the board.
It's ready for summer.
There we go. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, and yes, you get the half parabola. Now, why wouldn't you not want the bottom half of the parabola?
It's bad. It's negative.
What would it no longer pass?
the y-axis.
The vertical line test, it wouldn't be a function if you put the bottom half of the problem on. Yes. Ah, thank you.